Hey there, rival fans! Today I have a plenty of amazing news, so let's jump right into it without wasting your time. First of all, we get the ranked distribution from the Rivals tracker, and I must admit that this one is pretty confusing for me in some way. Like, of course, Bronze have the biggest part of the players in it, but honestly, I thought that theirs will be Gold, because usually players are on the middle ranks with the most count of the players. But still, this is pretty interesting, because Silver has lower tiers of people distributed than the Gold, so most people taking Gold and Platinum in the game, yeah, if we just not taking the Bronze into consideration. Besides, Diamond is almost pretty much the same, and then we have Grandmaster, which is significantly lower, with 343 people to play, and one above all with 328 people to play. So overall, I think that this is pretty interesting. I personally hit Gold 3 yesterday. I didn't play much in this season, but hopefully I will play more and will reach some better stats as well. Anyway, tell me your rank in the comments down below, and what do you think about this distribution anyway. Also, we got this new news from the Marvel Rivals, and they are saying we are teaming up with the Marvel Snap, Marvel Puzzle Quest and Marvel Future Fights to bring you a brand new collaboration available on January 3rd. Keep an eye for the further updates. So obviously this is a really big news for people who are playing different games beside Marvel Rivals in the Marvel Universe, also Marvel Snap and Marvel Future Fight. These games most likely gonna have some free stuff, free loots, free skins, maybe free card backs for the Marvel Snap. So I think that if you plan this game, you should definitely check this out and see what you gotta get in the game for your account. Besides, we get news about the Hood is coming to the Marvel Rivals as a playable character. And of course, it's just speculation so far, but Marvel Rivals news are pretty sure about this. We also have some kind of a description of the character, and here's what it said. He has dual guns to shoot with and can transform into his demon form. And here's a showcase of his demon form. He also has the abilities, but there's nothing special besides the titles of the abilities so far. So honestly, I'm a little bit surprised that this character is coming into the game with the mechanic of dual pistols before Deadpool. Honestly, I really want to see Deadpool with this mechanic, but anyway, it also reminds me Ghost Rider in some way, so I'm not really sure if people will be really satisfied to see this character before Ghost Rider 2. So yeah, I think this hero might be fun to play and might be cool, but obviously not much people are hyped for this guy. We also get this showcase of the FPS influence on your gameplay, and dude, this is so huge. A lot of players are really mad because they are actually have huge disadvantage because of poor FPS. Like 30 FPS is pretty average, it's a kind of a normal standard for the game nowadays, and it's lasting for years. But somehow, if you have 30 FPS, you have much less potential in the Marvel Rivals. Your mobility, your movement, your overall mechanics and your overall possibilities dealing damage and the speed of your attacks is significantly worse when you have 30 FPS compared to 160 FPS. So obviously a lot of people will just say, oh dude, just upgrade your PC, buy some new graphic cards and maybe new chipset or something like this. Of course, it's good suggestion, but not so much people can do this for the games and overall in their homes. So I think that Marvel Rivals optimization might get some love from the developers, and it should be as soon as possible, since we're gonna get new season pretty soon, and this problem is really huge. I think that developers should definitely take a look on it and fix it as soon as possible. Anyway, tell me your thoughts in the comments down below and what your FPS in the Marvel Rivals. Besides, we get this new article from the Dexerto, and here's Marvel Rivals player go viral after destroying streamers with the worst hero. A Marvel Rivals player by the name of Team Captain got hundreds of thousands of views on his very first YouTube video after using Wolverine to hack through the enemies and through the game's biggest streamers and best players. Wolverine is regarded the most high-level players as the absolute worst hero in the game. Melee DPS heroes are already hard sold in comparison to the reliable ranged picks like Hawkeye and Hela in the high MMR games, and Wolverine has less tool than other melee heroes like Black Panther and Spider-Man on paper. But there are some secrets to Wolverine that make him such a strong character that he'd appear, and his setup of being the best game's most underrated heroes. You just have to be very good to play and get value. Team Captains is that player. He's so notorious already that his Wolverine gets banned in most matches, with his play garnering the respect of even the biggest Logan haters. Despite having never uploaded a video, Team Captain's first video hit almost 300k views in a matter of days as the word of his reign of the terror spreads. He became making a solo queue a nightmare for streamers. Wolverine was built to counter tanks and shred HP, but this man is doing things like cannonballing in with a Hulk team up and pulling flying heroes like Iron Man out of the sky. Even the characters you typically counter this hero with aren't safe. Considering Wolverine damage is mostly person health based, he can feel weak against squishy heroes. Fully bursting someone is hard, but what happens if you devise a combo that can take out nearly 100% of a target's HP? You shred everyone. He is also an expert to abducting tanks, using his clothes to grab onto them with his leap and taking them right into the team's backline. From watching his gameplay, it becomes clear that patience is essential for his playstyle. Several of his streamers he played against are reconsidering their rating of the hero based on his performance alone. The same happened with the Hulk, as a former Overwatch pro, Nevis hit rank 1 with the hero. So overall, I must say that this is really big thing, and obviously a lot of characters are really underrated, like Wolverine, Hulk, Storm and other dudes. So what I would like to say, you guys, is just to keep playing the things you like, playing in the competitive when you playing them on a decent level. If you're not and you want to master them, obviously go to the quick plays and still playing it, and just don't bother with people who trying to tell you that you are throwing or something like this, because if you will be crazy with the character, no one will be able to just shut you down and show you disrespect or something like this. Of course, sometimes it's helpful to change the hero, but overall, I think that Marvel Rivals is all about playing what you want and how you want. So obviously keep that in mind next time. Also, we get the reveal of this absolutely crazy double jump abuse from the Guru, and I must say that this one is so damn huge. This doing so much damage. This can just destroy enemy back rows and bring some DPS and one wards back to your team when you can just destroy the poor enemies 1v6, and this is so damn huge. So basically the mechanics of this character is so big, and all you need to do is to just position yourself properly and use your leap as intended. After all, you will be the unbeatable force, especially when team up with the Hulk. Also, seems like Thebes, Egypt is coming as a map. I think that this is obviously just a speculation. We don't know so far what maps we're gonna get in the Season 1 and Season 2 for sure, but obviously this one is really interesting, and I would say that why not? We should definitely take a look on this one, and new maps are always good and always some of them cool to see in the Marvel Rivals, because we obviously need some new stuff too. Also, Secret Heart said, sorry, but if you are 0.5, you are a bad at duelist and you should change roles. Having 0 kills after a first turn of Ranked is downright embarrassing for a duelist, and you should switch roles. Sorry to say this, I know sometimes performance varies with each game, but I feel like some people really need to understand. If you are struggling to get a single kill in the ranked match after the first turn, you are a bad duelist, and you should change your role to strategist or vanguard and let other people do DPS. I am a support main, I like helping people, but some players really believe that they are way better than they are. It's frustrating. I understand it's fun to play DPS, but you are just taking your team to defeat, and honestly, I'm 100% agree with this guy. Like, DPS is obviously fun. I personally really enjoy playing them more, and I really want to shine with him sometimes, and I'm doing really well. But to be honest, I'm always ready to switch to strategist or vanguard if I'm performing poorly. For example, if we have 3 DPS in the team, one of them have 20 to 3, second one have like 10 to 2, and I, for example, have 5 to 5 or something like this, I will obviously change to vanguard or strategist, depends on what my team really need currently in the specific game. So I think that this is really a decent suggestion. Of course, not all people will like this one, especially in the lower ranks, but it is what it is. Anyway, tell me your thoughts. And finally, last but definitely not least, we have these 5 characters I'd actually sell my soul to have in the game from the Speeda 2. And first one is Carnage. I think that Carnage would be a really great addition to the game. He probably would be something like Wolverine in my point of view, just leaping around the battlefield, dealing some slashing damage, bursting enemies, and then going back. maybe something like Black Panther as well. So I think that this guy would be a great diver and flanker, and obviously I would like to see him in a game as soon as possible. Next one is a Dr. Octopus, and I think this guy is a one-water strategist, especially with his tentacles, which should allow him to climb different walls and maybe jump on the big distances like Hulk. So he would be really flexible and fast strategist or one guard, and I think that obviously this one is good to go, really cool character. Next one is Dormammu, and personally, again, I would like to see him as a strategist, maybe DPS, but strategist would be really great because this is kind of a cool character and we lack in strategists, so we really need some good one into this role. Besides, we also get, of course, this is a Ghost Rider, and Ghost Rider is obviously DPS or one guard. Personally, I would like to see him in a one guard role, of course. Maybe, I see his playstyle something similar to Roadhog maybe from the Overwatch, like he has these chains which can be used as a hooks. Also, he has a shotgun, his iconic shotgun which can deal some damage in a close range, plus some DPS with the fire damage abilities, with the Panastair and other cool stuff which we want to see. And finally, Mysterio, which I really want to be strategist with different clones, invisibility, hallucinogens, and maybe clones, so illusions should be the top tier here. Of course, we already have kind of a master of illusions in the face of a Loki, but honestly, I think that Mysterio could work in a little bit different way with different gases, with different damage over time for the enemies and healing over time for the team. So obviously it might work really well, and especially I really like the concept of his ultimate when everyone turned into Mysterio with a friendly fire turned on, and there's a mayhem begins. So yeah guys, this is all for me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are, be sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe to my channel for more amazing Marvel Rivals content. See you soon! Hey Rivalers! Sorry for interrupting, but only 1.7% of you subscribe to my channel. To support me and my channel, please subscribe and hit that like button. Thanks!